we studied that Dalton's atomic theory have defects, and in the last class we learned what are the limitations or what are the drawbacks of Dalton's atomic theory. So from the Dalton's atomic theory, we come to the conclusion that atom is the smallest portion of the matter which cannot be further subdivided into smaller particles. But there we have seen that there are particles where we can divide the atoms further, and it is electron, neutron and proton. We will study that three particles later. Today we are going to discuss the main particle, that means the smallest portion of the matter which cannot be further divided into smaller particles. That is the concept of Dalton's atomic theory. So according to Dalton's atomic theory, an atom is the smallest particle of a matter. So it maintains its identity in all physical and chemical reaction. So let us study what is an atom. So here onwards we are studying the basic principle of chemistry, that is about atoms. So just as all the houses are made up of bricks, in the same way all the matter is made up of atoms. So how a house is made up of? A house is made up of bricks, such that all the matter is made up of atoms. Thus, atoms are the building blocks of all the matter around us. So in chemistry we can define atom as the smallest tiny particles of matter which can be divided further is called atom. So what is atom? Atom is the smallest particle of an element or matter that can take part in a chemical reaction, or it can be the smallest building block of matter. ഒരു മാറ്റർ ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിരിക്കുന്നത് അതിൻ്റെ ഏറ്റവും ചെറിയ കണമായ ആറ്റത്തിൽ നിന്നാണ്, അല്ലേ? ഒരു ബിൽഡിംഗ് ബ്ലോക്ക്, ആ ആറ്റം നിർമ്മിക്കപ്പെട്ടിരിക്കുന്നത് ഈ ഇതുപോലുള്ള ചെറിയ ചെറിയ ആറ്റങ്ങൾ ചേർന്നാണ്, ബിൽഡിംഗ് ബ്ലോക്സ് ഓഫ് മാറ്റർ. So we know that in an atom or in a matter, a sodium or a gold, it contains gold atoms or sodium atoms. So sodium contains sodium atom, hydrogen contains hydrogen atom, oxygen contains oxygen atom. So every element or every matter has its own particles. As I said, atom is the smallest particles of matter that cannot be divided further. That means atoms are very, very, very small in size. So according to the earlier philosopher or Dalton's atomic theory, all these are revealing that the smallest particle that cannot be divided further, or the smallest particle is the smallest particle in which it cannot be divided further. So that the atom size is very, very, very small. The size of the atom is indicated by its radius. So since the atoms are very small in size, it is taken as the size of the atom is taken in terms of atomic radius. The size of an atom is indicated by its radius, which we call them as atomic radius. സൈസ് ആറ്റത്തിൻ്റെ സൈസ് വളരെ ചെറുതായതുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മൾ അതിൻ്റെ റേഡിയസ് വെച്ചാണ് അതിനെ അളക്കുന്നത്. അറ്റോമിക് റേഡിയസ് ഓഫ് ആറ്റം. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് മെഷേർഡ് ഇൻ nanometers. It is measured in nanometer. All of you know that 1 nanometer is equal to 1 by 10 raised to 9 meter. Or we can write 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Okay. It is written as 10 raised to minus 9 meter, or 1 meter is equal to 10 raised to 9 nanometer. So nanometer is the symbol. Sorry, it is measured in nanometer and its symbol is nm. So atomic radius of hydrogen, it is calculated as 1 into 10 raised to minus 10. As you all know that hydrogen is the smallest atom of all other elements. The atomic radius of hydrogen atom is, when we calculated in terms of nanometer, it is around 0.037 nanometer, or we can write 0.037 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Or in terms of meter, we can write it as 1 into 10 raised to 10. So it is really 10 raised to 10 meter എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ആ -10 തന്നെ നമുക്ക് പറയാം എത്ര സീറോസ് കഴിഞ്ഞാണ് ഈ ഡിജിറ്റ് വരുന്നത്. സോ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് റിയലി വെരി 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 സ്മോൾ. So we are indicating in terms of nanometer, and it is measured in nanometer, and it is written as nm. It is really very very small. And the atomic radii of some of the we will use to radii എന്ന് പറയാം, plural of radius, radii. ഹൈഡ്രജൻ്റെ റേഡിയസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് 0.037 നാനോമീറ്റർ. കുറച്ചുകൂടെ ഹയസ്റ്റ് ആണെങ്കിൽ ഗോൾഡിന് 0.144 നാനോമീറ്റർ റേഡിയസ്. These are the things that you don't want to study. That's why I'm skipping all these things for your information only. I'm just mention about the radius. So you have to note only the radius of hydrogen atom.